one top project or a hero project around sustainability in your school, which you felt was the most powerful and can be replicated by the other school leaders so that the overall impact can be amplified. So if you can talk about that one hero project around sustainability, which can be replicated by your peers and other schools.
Extremely happy to be here because right from beginning what I heard was amazing. So a big round of applause for Go Sharpener for that before I begin. Yes, I am Mrs. Seema Sheikh from Pragna Bodhini High School, a state board school who works for the low income group, for the indigenous tribes, children coming from RA Colony, and for the daily wage workers. So our way of looking at SDGs is very different, but I always feel I'm very blessed because I have people like Seema over here who constantly support. I see Dawood over here who constantly guides, and I think that is what enables me and encourages me to see how we can have the sustainable goals implied. I'll once again say we don't do great things like having a biogas plant or a solar panel because that is beyond our affordability. But yes, we do small things with great love. And I think that is what makes a lot of difference for our children. So, even if you see in my bag right now, you will see a cup and a spoon because nowadays everywhere you get plastic or wooden spoons. To avoid that, I carry that along with me and I see to it that all my teachers also have that practice and encourage the students to do so. At our school door, we always keep a board. If you have a plastic bag, please leave it outside and come inside the school. If you talk of SDGs, what are the SDGs that we are focusing on? All SDGs are equally important and all the SDGs finally lead to SDG number 13, that is climate action. But yes, our focus is right now what we looked at this year, the entire year was SDG number 3, SDG number 4, 16 and 17 because they all lead to 13 and I think SDG number 4, that is quality education is very important. Throughout the year, we have an SDG calendar of 21 days every month. So I won't go into details of it, but as you said, that what is most important and what can be replicated. So looking at quality education, our first focus has always been, as Sir also was rightly saying from Ambani School, that yes, we need to look at student leadership. So that is our focus. We feel that that is something which leads to achievement of quality education. So simple thing like in the class, every child has to write down in his book how many questions did he ask in the school today. And we keep on telling the parents, don't ask the children what did your teacher teach today, but you ask your child what did you ask in school today. And that is what makes them good thinkers. This 5-question formula is something that we use. The second thing that we focus on is children creating their own question papers. We started with that. I think that trust works and that is where quality of education comes in. Children creating their own papers, no supervisor examinations, children checking their own papers. Going beyond that, this time next week, yes, and Dawood sir, I would love you to be there because our children are going to have a lecture for parents on happy parenting. So every time it's some outsider coming and talking to the children, to the parents about what is happy parenting. We said, children, now you talk to your parents about what are you expecting and what do you feel is happy parenting. So I think all this finally leads to quality education. I will also tell you in depth about the program which has really been very successful is the Read to Lead program because all said and done, I think it is reading that leads a child ahead and leads the nation ahead. So we started with the Read to Lead program. My headmaster is over here, Sunil Patel. With his support and with the support of the teachers, we started. And it was not just for the school. So we involved the community, we involved the parents. And at every nook and corner, our children go and read. So every day in the morning, as the assembly is happening in the school, at one nook and corner of the locality, children go and read. They read newspapers, they read articles, they read stories. Every Tuesdays and Fridays, they go to the gardens, books are spread across and they read. There are storybook bags in the classrooms, and if a child is bored anytime, the child can read a book. And this Read to Lead program really took a leap when UNESCO gave it a recognition, and I was called to UNESCO to talk about it in Nepal, in Korea,
Round of applause for Madam.
in Bhutan. And I think They all wanted to replicate it. Tata Stripe connected with us, and we are now working with Tata Stripe, doing a lot of SDG work along with them. So that was one big thing. So student leadership also was acclaimed by UNESCO. And then the third thing which UNESCO took, and that is how 3 years I could be with UNESCO, visiting different countries and talking about the projects, that was the peace education. We made an entire 360-degree change in the timetable, where we have subjects like astronomy, and being an SSC school, without the permission of the department, we have done it. But yes, seeing to it that keeping to all the norms, that is, we have astronomy, financial literacy, media literacy, life skills, and above all a subject called peace education, which is goal number 16. And through this peace education, our children got selected to represent our school at US twice, and this year also on this 12th of
Amazing.
July, our children are going. One child has been selected. Last year, one child went, and one child went to Sri Lanka to talk about how peace can be delivered and what is our role as students to deliver peace. I will not go into all the other details of what we do, but yes, what we have taught the children in this peace education is how to respond and not to react. How to understand the difference between facts and opinions, and how to have a dialogue over what you can say, a debate. And I think that has made an amazing change, and that is why we call our school a compassionate school, a learning school. And finally, of mental health, we started with one more, which again was really admired by UNESCO. Our paper got selected. That was about the Millet Mom. We have started with the Millet Mom Club. Our parents always keep on complaining, our children are weak because हमको तो परवड़ता नहीं है, हम कहाँ से अच्छा खाना देंगे, तो अच्छा खाना कैसे बनाना है हम सिखाते हैं. So we started with the Millet Mom Club. We took a small piece of land, we just snatched it from Hari Colony, and we took our children over there, started with the plantations, showed the parents how the food comes from the farm to the platter, and they also could grow it in their backyard. And the Millet Mom Club, every week a recipe is put up at the process of how you can give good food to your children, health, hygiene, everything is done. So every day, one new thing on SDG keeps on happening. Thanks to Golden Sparrow for supporting us. Thank you, Daoji, with us throughout for all our SDG endeavors, which go on for 365 days. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Great thoughts, ma'am. And I think read to lead, and then also talking about good nutrition covers the major aspects of a student's life. Very powerful insights.